They're creatures that bring awe and wonder. But in a pandemic, a dose of worry, too.
Even with all the precautions we're taking, it's much like in the human world. You know, we're all taking precautions, but still you can get it.
So that's why Zoo Tampa is taking steps to protect them against COVID-19 with a vaccine. The zoo showed us how they're preparing Go Young for a shot.
Good job, Go Young.
Practicing behavioral training that will help some animals take part in their health care.
They look at everything you have in your hands.
Each animal is different.
We want them to be able to know every step of the process and be comfortable with it so that it goes smoothly and stress-free.
On the shelf, ready to go.
And once we open the vial, we need to use it within 24 hours.
The zoo is in the process of administering the experimental doses to 93 of its animals. It's not the same vaccine humans use.
The technology that was used is tried and true technology that has been used in animals for many, many years.
What have we learned so far about the transmission of the virus between humans and animals and vice versa?
Yeah, the good news is so far it's only transmitted back to humans from mink. The other species, it has not been documented to, they can get it from people, but they have not given it back to people. So that was a huge relief so far.
The USDA reports more than 230 positive cases of SARS-CoV-2 in non-farm animals and 17 positive mink farms.
So we knew from the One Health approach, we needed to essentially protect the mink so that they don't transmit back to the human population as well as cause different mutations. So
Dr. Mahesh Kumar leads research and development at Zoetis, the company behind the vaccine. He says their effort to create an animal-specific vaccine for COVID-19 started when they heard about cases in dogs in Hong Kong, but pivoted to mink when the U.S. government started considering applications for the species.
Here's where we are watching the space and saying, okay, what happens if the next whatever variant that emerges kind of rapidly spreads in cats and dogs or other animals, then we need to be ready. So we are watching that space and at a regular cadence.
The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance turned to the experimental vaccine after gorillas at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park caught the virus early this year.
It was a very dynamic situation that this whole pandemic has put us through. And, we had to really, think outside the box and be brave during this situation.
More than 230 animals are now vaccinated.
We have gotten some preliminary results, and we do know that we are seeing antibody responses due to vaccine. Whether or not those antibody levels are high enough to protect the animals, we may never truly know that. We just learn from experience and watching how things progress over time.
Zoetis says it's donating doses to more than 70 zoos and facilities across the country, like Brookfield Zoo near Chicago.
Many of our animals are endangered species. There's very small populations of many of these animals still remaining.
And Zoo Atlanta.
We're hoping that we're protecting our animals, and we're gathering information to help us determine if the vaccine is in fact generating a good immune response.
It says it will vaccinate gorillas as they recover. Some tested positive for the virus in September. Those at risk of complications received monoclonal antibodies. The zoo believes it spread from a breakthrough case in a care team member. So far, Zoo Tampa says its animals are healthy. They hope this vaccine keeps it that way.
There's kind of the individual animal approach, and then there's the global One Health, we call it, which is animal health and human health being intertwined.
Haley Wool in Tampa, Newsy.